Hi. All right. Well, this is Valerie with Gimme Lip and More. And I just wanted to chat with y'all. You know, every once in a while I like to do that, and it's not makeup related. So today, this is my face with nothing. There's not even concealer or nothing. No lip gloss, no nothing. This is what my face really looks like, for better or worse. This is me, all me. So, anyway, I wanted to talk to you about beauty. Not just the outward appearance, but what is beauty? What is beauty? How do you define it? What does beauty mean to you? So I am going to give the floor to my good friend Jasmine because, again, she's such an insightful young lady. And she is gorgeous, by the way. On the outside, she is. But what makes her truly, truly beautiful to me is when you look at her outsides, you're like, wow, she's gorgeous. But then when she speaks, she's intelligent, she's well spoken, she is kind, she has confidence. And to me, that's beautiful. That is what is really beautiful. If I am attracted to any person or find any person attractive, they have to have intelligence and they have to be kind. Without those things, I don't really care what you look like. You could be really physically attractive and I'm going to go, yeah, and avoid you like the plague, because I don't want that. I don't want superficial, skin deep, or skin only, I don't want that in my life. I want people in my life that are multi-layers and are beautiful, more importantly, inside than out. Because some of the most beautiful people I know, their outsides may be not as attractive to everyone as I find them. But that's because I don't know how much I see their outsides anymore because I'm so enamored with their souls. And that, to me, that's what beauty is. So, Jasmine, take it away.
So, recently I got a new job, and during the orientation, part of the orientation, I got a tour of the hospital. And during the tour, it was just me and two other ladies going through the tour, and we're making small talk as the tour progresses. And one of them just asked if I was married or if I had a boyfriend. And I said no, I'm just kind of enjoying being single, and between school, work, and competing, I stay pretty busy, so it's not like I have a whole lot of time for anything romantic anyways. But her reaction is what stuck with me. She just goes, "Really? But you're gorgeous." And I laughed and said, "Well, thank you, but your point is?" And she said, "Well, a girl that looks like you can have the pick of the litter." And after the tour was over and I was driving home, I was thinking about that kind of mentality and how at one point I was part of that same group of just assuming that if you're pretty, then obviously it should help you at least achieve the life that you want, the man that you want, the life that comes with that man, and all that goes into it. I mean, I remember being 14 or 15 years old, and every night before I went to bed, I would do the same prayer over and over again. I would pray to God, Allah, the universe, any deity that would hear me, just please make me pretty. Please make me pretty every night. And I did that for years because I assumed that just if I was pretty, then any and all problems that I would ever have or currently have would go away. And I think now, if I could go back and say anything to that 14-year-old girl, it would be that pretty doesn't save you. Pretty can't save you. That your heart will still get broken if you're pretty. And pretty will not make anyone love you. Will not make anyone like you. It'll actually make someone dislike you quicker than it'll make anyone like you. And you know what? That's not to say that there's not a bonus or an advantage or a special privilege that comes with being pretty, because there is. I mean, I've had cars bought for me, I've had flights booked and designer bags bought for me, and then I got sick. And those cars continued to be bought, the flights continued to be booked, the designer bags continued to be bought, but for other pretty girls, healthy pretty girls, because I don't need to tell you, but sick ain't pretty. A nasal cannula and oxygen tank, it's not too cute sitting poolside. So I guess in that moment of whenever it transitioned to that, my phone wasn't blowing up anymore with party invites or weekend trips to Miami just because, that there's always another pretty girl. Likely one with smaller pores, longer legs, a better butt, and a better boob job. But so if being pretty is your meal ticket, you're gonna starve. So I learned that then, and just now, like, having her say that, I've had people say that a lot of times, and I'm always puzzled at why they just assume if you're aesthetically pleasing that you just gotta be linked up and people have gotta want you. Well, that's true, they do, but it's very superficial and very limited attention span that you get from people. So I don't know, I think I would tell that 15-year-old or anybody that thinks that pretty will change their life, it's, if you are pretty, be smart. If you're smart, be funny. If you are funny, be strong. If you are strong, be well-read. If you are well-read, then be a good cook. Because no singular aspect of yourself will keep you where it got you. And you are so much more than your outward appearance. There's so many facets to you. And each one is equally beautiful and deserving of your attention. And deserving for everyone to see it. So yes, it's okay to be pretty, but know that you are a whole lot more. That's all.
Okay, so I'm back. I met Jasmine in the hospital. I was her nurse. I took care of her during the time when she was really sick. And she was in the Houston Medical Center, which is I think one of the best medical centers around. And she needed such specialized care that Houston couldn't take care of her. We had to send her to California. I'm happy to say she is not only better, but absolutely, if you saw the video or any of her videos or anything with me and her in them, she is thriving. You know, she is doing so well, and I'm so happy for her. You know, it's so good to see someone come so far, because she has had quite a journey, and that's her journey to tell. You know, I'm just giving you very basics, but she has come so far, and she is such an amazing young lady. I can't say enough good things about her, but I wanted to go back into beauty and how that works. And I took some notes. I've had some conversations with some people this week. Interesting conversations, great conversations, things that, you know, I really love conversations that make me think and challenge the way I think, and people that think out of the box. Today, I had a conversation with a friend I hadn't spoken to for a while, and she was referring to her boyfriend, and she said, he is such an incredible, amazing man. And I absolutely agree. He is an amazing man. But she doesn't give herself enough credit, because that amazing man would not be with her if she was not amazing as well. So, sometimes we just don't give ourselves enough credit. Amazing people want to hang out with other amazing people. So, there you have it. So, if you have some amazing people in your life, you're amazing too. And maybe you don't realize it, but I want to make sure that you know that you are absolutely amazing. And you need to know that. The other thing I wanted to talk about, Jasmine referred to her 15-year-old self. Oh, dear Jesus. When I was 15, number one, it was a very, very long time ago. But I was so unhappy. I wasn't tall enough, I'm 5'4", and I wasn't tall enough. I just wasn't tall enough. I wanted to be taller. You see these freckles? I thought they sucked. I didn't want to have freckles. Yeah, had a problem with that. And every time I'd go out in the sun, and I live in South Texas, so it's hot and the sun's always out, they get darker and they get worse. So that was a problem. Let's see what else. Oh yeah, I've always had a big butt. I didn't like that either. I mean, it seems to be the style now and everybody wants one. But when I was growing up and I was 15, I was like, why? Why me? Little legs, discolored skin, and a big butt. I look at pictures of me now when I was 15 and I wish I looked so terrible. But I was 15 and I was so miserable with the way that I looked. It's funny now. It's funny now. It's just funny. The other thing is, like, my hair started going gray when I was like 11. So by the way, I didn't like my hair either. While I'm not liking things, I had issues. I just had some issues. Now, because I was so unhappy with my physical appearance, I just did not take care of myself the way that I should. And not only did I not take care of myself, but, I definitely did things that were counterproductive to being a healthy individual, And I look back on that time and I'm like, wow, I was really stupid. But when you're 15, your frontal lobe isn't developed and we're all a little stupid. So, you'll grow out of it and you'll find yourself. And when you acknowledge all of you, sometimes the things that are what you consider at 15 to be your flaws turn out to be your greatest assets. Because at this point in time, look at this gray hair. Every once in a while I add some dark stuff to it, but it's mostly gray and I love it. These freckles, I don't even wear foundation now. I rarely wear foundation because I don't want to hide them. They are such a part of who I am. Okay, so I've had them a long time and I've adjusted. I'm not tall. And guess what? My legs work. It's fine. It's fine. And I'm happy. I'm so happy. And okay, I have a beauty channel, right? I have a makeup beauty guru. Okay, I don't consider myself a guru, but I have a makeup beauty channel. And isn't that wonderful, right? But we're all so much more than Jeffree Star or any other makeup brand. Those things should be used to enhance us, but they're not us, And so I just wanted to get that out there. This just hit today. I wasn't planning on making this video today, but then, sometimes just everything lines up and the timing is perfect. And I was like, this is the time. I think there's got to be someone else who needs to hear that they're beautiful just the way that you are. And some of the things that you absolutely detest about yourself, someone else thinks that's the best thing on earth. And they wish that they had that trait. So while you're over here going, ooh, I don't like this, ooh, I don't like that, ooh, I don't like the other thing, there's somebody praying that they would have it, you know. And my big butt, well, it's in fashion now. So I'm enjoying the benefits of having a big behind on top of everything else. So I just think it's really important that wherever you are in your journey, that you love yourself and you respect yourself. And, you know, sometimes we consider self-care to be indulgent, but indulge because you need to be physically healthy and mentally healthy. And my mental health is priceless, but my physical and mental health go hand in hand. There's not one without the other. When I'm mentally healthy, I feel better physically. When I feel better physically, I feel better mentally. It's a circle. They feed off each other. You can't have one without the other. You need both to be your absolute best. And every day I am working on being my absolute best because I'm doing it for me. Now, the flip side, or the other side of taking care of myself, is everyone in my life benefits from me being healthy. Because when I'm healthy, I'm happy. And when I'm happy, I want everybody around me to be happy. So I go out of my way to ensure that the people that I enjoy their company and their time are also happy. So do it. Do it. It's you are so worthwhile. You are so worth it. You deserve it. Do it. Now, on top of that, I'm going to leave you with one of my other friends. God, I know the most incredible women on earth, right? I'm so lucky. I'll put up a photo of this young lady. This young lady, her name is Rachel DeLacy Costal. And she was writing, and she says, bring on relationships of all types that are founded on self-sufficiency, self-respect, self-guidance, fearsome trust and intuition. Definitely trust your intuition. And no, I don't normally say this, and no fucks given about the opinions of haters. Bring on wild, bring on free, and bring on joined laughter with tears that feel so good that they more than make up for aching cheeks and clenching abs. Bring on admiration for each other that's based in authentic celebration. Bring on ease, peace, and grace. Bring on softness, openness, depth, and width of trustworthiness. Bring on loving boundaries, exquisite protection, wise accountability, effervescent expansion, big magical manifestation, and glorious camaraderie. So, she's amazing because sometimes I feel these things, but I would have never been able to put it as eloquently as she did. Anyway, I just want each and every one of you to feel gorgeous in your own skin. Find your own way. I know it's difficult. I know sometimes how hard it is to love yourself where you are right this moment. But do your best because you're worth it. You're absolutely worth it. And if you're new here, welcome. And if you've returned, you already know you're my favorite. And I hope to see each and every one of you again soon. Bye.